it is like such conservative thinking to say like, I don't understand, explain it to me, versus just saying, I don't understand and let me respect what you are saying.
I'm respecting.
Right?
What? No, no, no. What do you mean? If someone wants to tell you something that you need to believe, you better ask them to explain it to you.
Subscribe to this channel in case you are watching this channel and have not subscribed.
Like, for example, I believe being able to carry a firearm and being able to use that safely to defend yourself against men who are born naturally with more muscle mass than a woman.
I keep hearing the term equity. What would a world that has equity look like? Like, would it be 50% of everyone in the same jobs? Would it be like prison, 50%?
That's equality.
50%. So what does equity look
No, that's you're doing too much. That's equality. I'm not trying to do the work. I just want the benefits. Were you smoking dope? What the fuck is wrong with you? I don't want to do work.
look like?
So equity is generally described as a state of fairness because historically a lot of people have been arguing for equality, but what does that give us?
Oh my God,
like
dude.
0.5 of the 1% being women. This doesn't really do anything for us. And so people have talked about equity instead, which is instead of sameness, it's fairness. And this would mean that we remove systemic barriers to engage in society, not just for women, but also for everyone.
So which barriers?
Right.
Those barriers that you don't believe in.
What does it do
Go
for
on.
you to have a bunch of ramps in your life? It doesn't do shit. I
Bro,
need
what?
those ramps, right?
Can we stick to male versus female? That's
Thank you, Pearl. Thank you. Like, what the fuck kind of show did you think you signed up for? It's anti-feminist versus feminist. It has nothing to do with your fucking disability. Stop throwing that shit in there.
that's my question. So I'm thinking male versus female.
But my feminism includes ability, it includes
but my
race.
question is
You
for
guys
women.
can talk. you
Women
can talk.
versus men.
What the fuck kind of coordinator are you? Why? That has nothing to do with the show at all. Why are you letting them talk about this?
Like what barriers do we need removed? Because that's my statement. I'm not stating anything else. I'm stating women versus men.
Oh, hurt.
It's very silly.
So what barrier?
Why is
I
it
just want
silly?
to
The question
it's a
is
fair
silly.
question.
So, yeah, but I'm
It's
saying,
not a fair question. It's
how is it not a
hostile.
fair question?
Kind of proving the point of why what people, especially black women, other people who are
Oh my God, shut up. Don't nobody care about your victimization, dog. Like, you're on females, feminists versus anti-feminists. Not black feminists versus anti-feminists, not disabled feminists versus anti-feminists. It is feminists versus anti-feminists. What the fuck don't y'all get?
Anybody who's not white, why we hear feminism and we don't want that label because it means, I'm just gonna say, it means that. Like, it means that you've already gone to a pinnacle of whatever you think your happiness needs or whatever your survivalist needs are, when there are people on lower end who are trying to survive, who are trying to get to a point of what should be normal based on what other people have.
It sort of sounds like you're
Dude, nobody is given the same cards, like, at all. Like,
saying feminism is not always inclusive then.
Right. It's most of the time it's not inclusive. It's more times than not it's not. So and within the just feminism space, again, there obviously the very basic is male versus female versus, but unfortunately we've only had one subset of women be the face and voice and the academics and research and everything to be able to say, well, that's the standard we need to be in, when there are other people who are still trying to get to some type of normalcy and just living.
What
What?
is the biggest issue then
What?
that feminism faces?
I think it's the mindset. Women taking like the agency, women taking initiative. I think it's mindset holding them back a lot, because if you want to be in a competitive world and compete, you have to have the right mindset. And I think a lot of people blame their lack of confidence or what society tells them for the reason that they're not achieving what they need to achieve, when that's not the case. You have to have the mindset of achieving, because the men who built the world had the mindset of building it. So the women who want to engage and build that further, they need to have that same mindset.
what the fuck did she just, I think she just said words. I don't even, if I might be stupid, I don't understand what the fuck she just said.
I don't think we do. I think that's like assuming that we all want to be capitalist babies.
Right.
I think that men are not well adjusted in the society and women are not trying to re-embody what they have built for us. I think that like what we're forgetting is a very important detail, which is just like human respect and dignity.
Yeah,
and not asking people to prove what their experience is and to prove to you. Like, it is like such conservative thinking to say like, I don't understand, explain it to me, versus just saying, I don't understand and let me respect what you are saying.
I'm respecting.
Right?
What? No. What do you mean? If someone wants to tell you something that you need to believe, you better ask them to explain it to you. You have to ask questions to at least wrap your head around it. That's such a what? I don't think we should ask questions anymore. If someone tells you something, you better believe it, because you don't know what type of situation that they're in. Like, bro, what?
Wherever your starting point, I'm respecting that. I'm really respecting that. I'm saying that if you don't have the mindset you can even achieve it, you're never going to even try. So it's
But
never
achieve what? Like, what are we talking about?
Achieve
Because I feel like you
a fair
projected this
world.
like
No,
capitalist
achieve-
ideology on every woman.
She's trying to explain it to you, and you're trying to get your thought out. Whenever she said your thought's wrong, let her talk. Nobody cares about what you're saying.
achieve whatever it is you're looking for, equality, equity. But what I'm saying is women in the feminist space and a lot of these other spaces, we don't acknowledge that we have to take the initiative. We have to take the action. We have to have the mindset. We have to demand those things.
I don't understand how we're getting so off topic. This is about feminism today, whereas everybody wants to make this about their individual, here are all the multitude of other things that factor into my person. Great. This is about feminism. It's about womanhood. I understand that all of you have your own individual experiences and the other things that feed into you as a person. That's perfectly fine. But this is where intersectionality falls off the planet and loses, I would argue, probably the vast majority of people, including me. I'm not even a feminist. I don't give a crap about feminists arguing amongst themselves about who's the most victimized. But this is annoying to listen to. I honestly just, I don't.
The two girls in front are getting bothered.
I don't understand anything anybody's even trying to get at.
Look, I just want to say that I don't think equity and this concept of competition can't coexist with each other. Equity is building more facilities for people who need them. It is recognizing that there are holes in the market and there's opportunities for women and feminine, expansive people and meeting those opportunities.
Why is it always females that aren't equal? When the fuck do men come in this equity stuff? Y'all only want to talk about problems that you have, and it's usually physically, stuff that we can't even fucking fix with men. You never want to talk about stuff that men have problems with. Just crazy. This equity is only one way. Like, it's the same with the equality shit. The equality didn't work for them, so now like, well, maybe we can get equity to work. And whenever equity don't work, then what?
I think equity can buoy the pre-existing system that we live in a good way.
And this is where we're going to get to what I think the real feminist arguments are based off of policy. And abortion is the biggest one.
How many of you would identify as pro-choice? Let's do a show of hands for pro-choice.
I feel like pro-choice is pro-life, though. Yeah.
Okay, and folks who identify as pro-life? Why do you identify as each?
You've gone from legal, safe, rare to, yeah, I'm so proud, let me beatbox in front of the Planned Parenthood. Yeah, I got murder on my mind. The fact that it's celebrated that murdering children, especially in late-term pregnancies, is celebrated, that people are so proud of themselves for mutilating a fetus is just, it blows my mind. And I don't think that you need to be pro-life to even take that stand.
You said late-term pregnancy.
Yes.
A lot of abortions do not happen.
I made the distinction. I made the distinction specifically because lots of people still celebrate. There are people who, when the laws were passed actually here in New York, they said, yes, great, yes, I love the fact
but
that...
you need to ask about what are people celebrating, right? They're celebrating access. We're not celebrating kids.
No, what are you talking? You shouldn't celebrate it at all. It's a life. I'm not psycho-abortion, anti-abortion. I don't give a fuck. But whenever, like she said, whenever you start celebrating this stuff, you're a psycho. What the fuck is wrong with you? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how that baby got in you. It is still a life that you're taking out of you. What are you celebrating? And even if it was a bad circumstance to where it was put in you, you still have that trauma of it happening. So what are you celebrating? Like kids,
like that's not what it is.
Well, so this is what I'm saying.
So here's the thing: when we're talking about access to reproductive health and to abortion rights, right, and to being pro-choice, listen, that's your body. You do you.
The child is not your body.
A zygote.
A baby.
It's so scary for me to hear people calling like guns the biggest equalizer for women, but taking their choices away from them at a policy level.
Oh my God, why the fuck does she keep coming in here and changing the subject? Like, she's the epitome of a feminist. Every time a conversation arises to where people are actually having a conversation and debating about it, she comes in and tries to change the subject about something that has nothing to do with anything.
Why is that?
Having a gun is an equalizer.
It is.
Having rights is an equalizer.
Yeah, that's
Having
right.
choice is
Right.
an equalizer.
Just
Oh, it's because she was talking about how she thinks women should be able to carry guns. Okay, I get it now.
The gun right.
And in this country,
41 forms
the
of birth
policies
control.
that are pushed to continue perpetuating patriarchy and anti-women, like taking the autonomy away from women, it is heartbreaking to see women pushing that propaganda. It's all.
I just don't see when the fuck did women stop caring about like nurturing? I can kind of get the point to where if it was by grape that you are happy about it. But other than that, how in the fuck are you happy about it? It's just like they were so nurturing. When the fuck did it stop? When did they start just, I don't care. It's a fetus. It has nothing to do with me. It was just something growing in me to where it was going to turn into a human, but I don't care about it. Like it was in you. It was part of you. How in the fuck are you even happy?
Brainwash, like you.
Oh, it's brainwash because you don't agree with me.
No,
so
because
therefore
I've been
I'm
brainwashed.
brainwashed.
I have lived deeply institutionalized.
Ma'am,
I have lived under Islam. I'm not interested in any of that. Like, there's no like
You're not
guilt
interested
for
in
me.
human
No, I'm not interested in like
living,
thinking that like women are doing this really bad thing. Like in my religion, abortion is actually allowed.
Y'all know I want to keep watching this shit, but I can't. If y'all want me to watch a third part of it, let me know. I will. It might be a day or two because I want to have a variety on my channel, but I will keep reacting to this if you want me to. But yeah, for your boy, please like the video. If you got any suggestions, any comments, any critiques, anything you want me to see, I read every comment, so let me know down below. And if you fuck with me, please give me a subscription. With that being said, deuces.
Just run it up, we gon' run it up, nigga. Run it up. Blue bands got my hundreds up. White girl, snow bunnies up. Said she don't know you ain't one of us. I always kick it with her, you ain't fucking nothing. Why your pants sad, you ain't clutching nothing? Fuck, nigga. You think you tough or something? Come run you something, nigga. I've been out of my mind.